So we're going to take a little bit of time in today, this evening, to catch up on our Fit Pros, David. He's going to tell us a little bit about his experience with us in terms of where he was, what's changed for him, etc., etc. In the next couple of moments. So, dude, let's just go to the start, and before you come in, before you even heard of me, about what we were doing. Tell us a little bit about your fitness business in terms of where it was and what you were doing.
Well, say maybe about a month or 2 months ago, I was just basically trying to get as many people in as possible, try and cover 3 trainers. To be honest with you, we were trying to get in 120 plus hours a week, which is absolute madness, to try and make an income that was worth me paying my bills, me making a decent wage, and just being able to live comfortably, especially with myself and Claire getting married at the end of the year. It's just trying to get in as much money, but it was taking a lot of strain on me to do that, to constantly keep selling low shit and trying to get, more clients in, and not getting kind of like the people to pay attention to what they're doing. So they'd be coming in and they'd be gone, they'd be coming in and going on. So it's a constant revolving door to...
Just for relevance, because I mean, for the people watching this, like you are a studio owner, okay?
Yeah.
So everything you're talking about here is with regards to the studio side of things and whatnot.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's all set to the studio. Like I live and die in the studio. It seems to be 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock of the night, and I'm wrecked. And I started to kind of go on to online training a little bit. And to be honest with you, I didn't know what to do. So what I was doing was just selling it for low. And I mean basement low. To the point where one guy literally finished it and completely disrespected me at the very end of it, but got fantastic results. So the way that I was trying to think it was that I've an injury here to my shoulder. I'm getting married. Things have to completely change. Things may change in the future, so I need to kind of remotely do it from my home and do it online, and that's where Claire mentioned you.
Let's put some numbers on things, because I remember perfectly clear that first call was Claire, and we'd broken the hourly rate of that studio down into like something stupid. It was like €8 an hour, and whenever it was all worked out, so where was the revenue at, the net profit, and how many hours a week were you having to put in for this year? And then what were you doing online revenue wise before us?
Well, online revenue was nearly non-existent, so there's no point even adding that in. That was like, at the start, I wrote a plan years ago. It was a 12-day thing, and I repackaged it, redone it, and spun it out. And in January, on a sale, I barely made 1,000 on it, and I sold 29 of them, like madness. And then I just launched the online training attached to that, and I was selling it for €49. Nuts, absolutely nuts. But in terms of studio was making anywhere between, on a bad month, you're looking at maybe 8 grand. In a great month, you're making anywhere between 11 and 12,000. Now we are increasing our prices due to the results we get, and we are increasing them so much that I'd say it'll increase up to 12,000+ a month. And then with our online training, to be honest with you, I've only got talking on the phone to maybe 16 people, and I'm not even bullshitting you there. And I've sold 7 of them. With calls today and calls on Monday, it's great. It's fantastic, actually.
Yeah, well, so one of the things you talked about there, where whenever you were doing your online thing, was like, it was like 30, 40 euros, whatever, and you got like 29 people, just about scraped the K.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That month, what has changed for you then? Because you've sold 7 of these new packages. Where's the value attached to this? And having gone from zero, how much revenue have you produced in the last 4 to 5 weeks?
From the start of this, I was very skeptical from seeing everybody else doing, we coach trainers, we coach this, we coach that, and I was very skeptical about the whole thing. And there was a lot of work that went into those online plans before talking to you, even the TFL plan or the the single month online plans. A lot of work went into them with very little return. And in total, in over 2 months, I might have made 1,500 online in 2 months. And now it's at, as I said to you last time, was 12,600. And that was only with 7 straight through on the phone calls. And that is in, how long are we doing this? 4 weeks?
Was it week 5 going into week 6 maybe at the moment?
Yeah. So 5 weeks, like, it's like night and day. There's no contest, which is better.
So we pretty much went from 0, if not a K a month, to like 12.5K.
Oh yeah.
5 weeks. Double the revenue on top of the studio side of things. You're putting that up as well, which you can kind of bolt on. With regards then to what's kind of changed for you, so literally doubled your revenue, went from like a bit of an up and down emotional roller coaster, somewhere between 8 to 12, depending on that. Little to no online, so now you've got like literally another 6-figure per year revenue income stream into this business. What has then changed for you in your day, in your week, your lifestyle, with now what you've done in the last couple of weeks?
Mostly the amount of confidence, because beforehand, you know, I know we do a great job, just like every other PT in the world would say they do a great job, but we know we do a great job. And what got me was that I was afraid of people saying no. I was afraid of asking for the higher money. I was afraid of nearly insulting people asking for a higher amount of money for the amount of work that we do.
Just a clarification, because I know obviously people can work it out, 12,500 divided by 7, but what, like, having went from like 30 to 40 euro, like, what value have you now attached to your online service?
I think it's, to be fair, it's a lot less robotic. I send everything for the month. Now it's become more structured in a way that I've more time to deal with the people. I've more time to write. Well, the plan is done, but I've more time to cater for that client instead of just writing bare nuts and bolts and sending it. The quality of our training and the quality of what we do now has literally gone up exponentially, along with the confidence of having more time and all that sort of crack as well.
What value have you attached to your package? What are you selling your packages for at the moment?
As in our online packages, 1,800.
So you went from 30 to 40 euros, 1,800 euros for your online package.
Nearly 50 euro to 1,800.
Going again, what else has that then changed for you? Like, I mean, and this has all been done with free. I mean, you haven't spent any money on. I mean, we haven't even touched traffic yet. With this, this is all free money, organic wins that you're pulling from your own assets and some other tactics that we've had you doing. Where do you then see this going in the next 6 months? Where do you think you're going to be by the end of the year?
I have planned that hopefully by the end of this year, that we are able to bring in an extra 20 to 30,000 a month by the end of this year. So hopefully by October, November, we've 20 to 30,000 in those months. Whereas I was constantly stressing about hitting 10. Now it seems like it's going to be with ease now. As I said before, the confidence that you're able to go in and talk to people and talk about your program with ease makes it a hell of a lot easier, and selling for the price that it's worth. It just seems to be great, from going from little to no hope of getting out of it to being able to see a future where I can be at home and help people and live a life that I'm actually able to do.
Just one thing, because I know there's going to be people watching this going, what's this dude on about? He's on 10K a month. But this studio wasn't running at like a really super profitable rate. There's a couple of low K left at the end of each month after the bills and the expenses. We're all taken out of that. With regards then to, I mean, as you said, like, you were pretty skeptical at the start. You're like, is this just another Fit Pro? Talking baloney, is this really possible? Is it all true or whatnot? So again, super common. What would you have kind of been? You're sort of halfway through our process. now at the moment, looking back on things, what would you then say to other people, other fit pros who are going to watch this and go, what's this dude talking about? Is this for me?
I would say that I'm if there's anybody watching this from Ireland, they know what a calving man is like. They don't throw out money unless they have to, unless they know it's worth it. I feel like I wish I'd done this 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, if you were doing it then. It's been a roller coaster, to be honest with you, which handing you over my faith in your plan, which was hard for me to do because, let's be honest, it's a hard game to be in over and over and over again, year after year after year, to come up with and keep going. If I knew about this 2 years ago, I would have done it. Even though I was skeptical at the start, and if Claire hadn't seen what you were doing and wasn't following you for a period of time before that, then I wouldn't have trusted her either. I would have been like, listen, I'm going to do it myself, leave me the hell alone, I'll do it. But as I said, if this was available before now, I would have definitely done it. There should be no question. If you want to increase your revenue stream by 20+ grand a month, like once you're getting into it, it's so easy. And once you hand the tools to people, I was kicking myself after the first sale. I was like, come on, seriously, that easy. Oh. But yeah, it's if it was available long before this, I would have definitely done it. 2-3 years ago, easy. It would have took me out of a big hole, big hole.
Awesome, bro. Onwards and upwards.
Oh, completely. I'm chasing your tail now, hopefully. At some stage, I will chase your tail.
Awesome, man. Thanks for taking some time.
No problem.